y'all. Welcome back to another episode of The Unaffiliated. And yes, J-Man, I hit go live this time. I got my buddy J-Man. We got Randy Russell in the house out in California. And our boy Process up in Idaho. How you doing, Process? How you doing, Process?
Testing.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulty.
You're muted.
That's it. Got a drink. Anyway, today's topic, autonomous vehicles killing us bikers on the road, man. What the fuck is going on out there?
It's crazy. Since 2018, there's been 48 crashes, man. 39 of them involving Teslas with their autopilot.
And 2 of them have been fatal.
More than that, 19 people have died. That includes drivers, passengers, pedestrians.
I mean motorcycle accidents.
I went on the whole thing because it all revolves around back to motorcycles. If you'll just listen.
Okay.
Anyway, 60 were stationary vehicles. 15 people got injured in those accidents. 1 died. Tesla's vehicles can't see the blinking lights from your LED tail lights and so forth. That's why motorcycles are being hit. They also look at them like they're a car on the horizon. So they're not technically seeing the cars 20 feet in front of you. They think it's 250 feet in front of you.
Are we back, Process?
I think you guys hear me.
Go.
Yeah. Got you, Process.
Automated devices wrecking my stuff.
All right. So has Tesla done anything or said anything about what they're doing to fix this?
Well, Tesla removed their radar from their cars back in 2020, and they're going to an all-camera system. There's 8 cameras that are around the vehicle. Elon Musk says that Tesla Vision is safe for use on the road on his vehicles and did not become less safe because radar was removed. Ford and GM, they use LiDAR and radar in their autonomous vehicles, and Eli doesn't believe in it as of yet.
Well, all the Teslas I see, they have like backup cameras and stuff all around them. Even on the side, they're facing back little cameras on the new ones I've been seeing.
I don't think your camera is going to catch it all. I just don't.
I don't either, but
software is not where it needs to be as far as I
right.
Yeah.
Well, out here they've been talking about maybe outlawing it for now until they get that stuff a little better, but so far they're still just putting them out, so I don't know if they'll do that.
Did J-Man say software?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop the presses.
But yeah, we were asking Process about how he was because we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
Would you like to give him the floor for a few minutes?
Oh,
Sure.
I'm fine. I've just been re-automating. I've been re-automating the factory, trying to get the robots to communicate together and kind of just retooling. It's been kind of an interesting summer. But thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Anytime, man. We enjoy having you on.
I appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome. Anytime.
Well, let's get back into these autonomous vehicles. I had an interesting night last night in one. I'm used to motorcyclists driving with one knee, and I thought my friend was driving with his knee, and lo and behold, the car told me that he was driving with no hands, and it was interesting. It kind of flipped me out because I thought he was jerking the wheel, like I don't know what he was doing with his hands because they're not on the 10 and 2. So the car was kind of jerky a little bit, and I was like, "Dude, are you cool to drive?" And he's like, "Oh no, that's the automated system." And I'm like, "You're driving with your knee messing around. This ain't automated."
Must have a
Chevy.
glitch.
No, they're just it's just different.
What kind of
Can
car
Just
tell.
was
the way it is.
I can't remember. There's a Chevy. I can't remember.
Bolt
I can't
or something
remember.
like that, or
I didn't
my
even
brother
notice.
My brother has the new Kia. It's the one below the Optima. I can't remember which one that is, but anyway, it has
Now,
that. And as it goes along, it'll bump you like that. Feels like it bumps you, like you're talking about. Yeah.
and it could
Keeps
sense
between the lines.
when his hands were on the wheel, it would light up, and when he would take his hands off, it would start chiming an alarm, and after a certain amount of time, it would just take over altogether.
You know,
Wow.
autonomy is fine when it comes to other things, like in the factories and shit like that. Okay, I get it, but in a vehicle where there's lives at stake, I don't think so, man. No, thank you.
Oh, there's
Well,
about
I definitely wouldn't want to go to sleep and let that fucker drive me somewhere. You know
there's
what I mean?
100. There's 100 videos on YouTube of people fully passed out in the driver's
I
seat,
know,
just
I seen them, but I
85
wouldn't
miles
do
an hour down the road.
it.
And I
Yeah.
wouldn't trust it. You
Nah,
guys were saying like motorcyclists, it doesn't, it can't really recognize a lot of those things. It
Yeah.
misinterprets what it is in front of the vehicle, behind the vehicle, beside the vehicle.
Can
So
the
a lot
driver
of
still get pulled over for a DUI if he's letting the car do it?
Well, that
I
brings
know,
up
huh?
another
that's a
question.
good question.
It brings up another question: is who's liable for the accident when it does kill somebody? Is Elon Musk going to pay for it, or
Well, hey, if guns make mistakes and pencils make mistakes, I think the car should make the mistake too.
well, you're supposed to sit there and watch the car, even if you're just not driving. You're just watching to make sure it doesn't mess up.
Oh, I know
See,
people
but
that
if
have
you
got
pass out
DUIs
or
just
something,
I know people that have got DUIs just holding the keys in their lap, sitting in the bar
Yeah.
parking lot.
yep. If
Well,
the keys are in the well in the ignition here,
It's interesting. There's also another really interesting topic online about these autonomous vehicles in the ghost hunting community, of where you'll pull up to a stop and there'll be nobody crossing the crosswalk, but your car will be telling you there's people going across the crosswalk because it senses something. And so there's a whole community of people that are into that kind of thing that are saying, oh, these vehicles can now sense paranormal activities.
So it can see a ghost, but it can't see a fucking motorcyclist.
Yeah.
right?
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's so smart, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see shadows and think that it is a vehicle or something. But yeah, like you
Well,
said,
if it's looking in infrared or whatever, that's why it's picking up faint images or whatever. But
well, what brought it to the attention right now is because Tesla's, like I said, they pulled their radar out of the 2020 models and up, and those seem to be the more cars that are doing the most accidents. Because it was July 7th that a guy on a Yamaha V-Star was hit from behind by a Model Y, which is an SUV model. That was on State Route 91 in Riverside, California, out there by you.
yeah,
Is
And
is
then a
the
Model 3
Been
on
there
July
before.
24th. On July 24th in Utah on I-15, a Model 3 hit a Harley Davidson from behind, and they say that
Wow.
was definitely on autopilot.
yeah, people have given it too much control too quick.
Yeah.
I mean, they
That's
just
what I was
these kids-
telling them, that the Tesla's autopilot, it sees the car 37 seconds. It's supposed to see it before an impact. That's 250 meters is what they acquainted out to be.
I
To
don't
give
know
it
if
time
that's
to
close enough.
Yeah, to give it time to stop. And 37 seconds, that is enough time for you to recognize, see, and slow down and stop.
Hells, you need or process. You need to give a shout out to Hells on Wheels' wife.
Hey, hey, sis. Hey, Hills. Hey, guys.
Yeah, man. So
Um,
what was it? The version 3 or whatever that hit the one in Draper, Utah.
Yeah.
It was in the fucking carpool lane,
Yeah.
and ran right into the back of him, like he wasn't even there.
Yeah. Mm.
I found that
Wow.
on National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, they've investigated more than 830,000 vehicles. That didn't say crashes; it just said the vehicles, and that's from all makes and all models.
Electric vehicles with autonomy?
Autonomous vehicles.
Okay. I didn't know there was more than one. I didn't know. I thought Tesla was the only one.
Evidently, there's a Monational or something like that. It's called Motional. They're an up and coming like Tesla, and their vehicles don't have steering wheels. Ford also is planning on dropping off ride hailing and package delivery vehicles with
I
no
wouldn't trust Ford with
no
any
steering
kind
wheel,
of
no
autonomy.
driver.
Hell no. Hell no. Oh
So,
man, hell
sorry,
no.
guys, it's just, when's it gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
here?
I
And
mean,
especially with no steering wheel, so you can grab hold and pull it back or something. You'll go right off a cliff. Can't do shit about it.
It makes you
If
think
I'm-
of Total Recall with the Johnny cab with the little joystick.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Amazon and the U.S. Postal Service are planning on going to fully autonomous vehicles for delivery.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I wouldn't doubt it. They got to save money somewhere.
They're just
Our
not there.
postal service is losing money.
Personally, I believe that they're not quite there yet with this technology. I mean, remember when we were kids and it was like, don't play with the radio and your girlfriend at the same time as driving. And now, like, the kids are going to be able to say, literally, I didn't do nothing.
I was
Like-
just sitting there.
I'm a motorhead, I'm a gearhead, and I love driving. I love the feeling of driving. The anti-theft device now is manual transmission. But I don't think they're there yet. I've seen a lot of bad accidents because when a lot of these vehicles do crash, it's kind of volatile. Those batteries don't just sit there; they pop.
Yeah, I
That's
saw.
Yeah.
I saw.
They
a
catch on
battery-
fire and stuff.
Yep, I saw a video of the Tesla on fire that just got.
They tell you right now, if you own a Tesla, don't put it in your garage.
Yeah, Steve.
That's what they're saying out here, man.
People want to play on their phone and talk and drive, and that's why autonomous vehicles are becoming so popular.
Well, it'd be nice if it really would work perfectly. You know, you imagine saying, hey, take me to the Bay Area or across the United States and be able to just lay there and maybe party and take naps and all that good stuff, eat lunch and don't have to worry about nothing, man. That would be, and in your own vehicle, so you're not paying nobody to take you. So it'd be
Well,
pretty
anyway,
good.
on that note, I remember autonomous vehicles were called radio cab. You know, not to veer too far off the topic, but there's so many problems with these vehicles. We could agree most of these vehicles are electric or a hybrid version. They're not putting autonomous stuff in gas guzzlers, you know. They might
Right.
be for some of the semis that they use in Europe, but
Oh,
for
I've
the most
seen
part,
that. Yeah.
it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
It's a real bad idea.
Electric vehicles are not the wave of the future at this point. They can't go. I mean, could you imagine being stuck in a blizzard and a snowstorm?
Build back better.
Yeah, build back better.
Well,
But,
even worse, imagine being in California with rolling blackouts. You're on the road. How you going to charge your vehicle?
Hey, Randy.
You're just stuck.
Randy. Fuck
What?
California.
Uh,
I ain't going to California.
I'll be glad to agree with you on that one.
there's people from a nonprofit Center for Auto Safety, Michael Brooks. He's the acting executive. He said it's pretty clear to me and should be to a lot of Tesla owners by now. This stuff isn't working properly and is not going to live up to the expectations and is putting innocent people in danger on the roads and should be recalled. So
That's what I was
there's a
saying
movement-
earlier.
there's a movement
Dude,
going
Yeah.
to
We
recall
should
these
get him
cars.
on our show.
But they're really close,
on our
man.
show.
They
Yeah,
are
you're
so close. When I was a kid, they were talking about putting magnets on the side where the lines are at and all this weird shit.
Well, that's
Now
your
we got
high-speed monorail.
GPS. They don't need that shit. You know what I mean? So in another year or two, God knows what we'll have. Probably won't need, they probably figure it out, I would think, if they keep messing with it.
Hellfighter Steve says, I've never lost anything in California. Don't need to go there to find it.
Well, I hear all the gold is in
You
California.
won't find much here, man, unless you're willing to break
Dude,
your back in
Okay,
the,
now look at
hills.
Go
look
ahead,
at what they're
Parker.
having to do to make these vehicles. The rare earth materials that they have to mine in order to create these vehicles is way more volatile than any coal plant. And then, like you're saying, California telling all these people we're going to end gas-powered vehicles by 2035, and now first out the gate, first year, not even a whole year, you can't charge it on peak hours. Peak hours are 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So
Yeah.
what, am I supposed to just stop living between 4
I
and
don't know,
9?
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if I'm 150 miles from home and I run out of electricity? What the fuck am I supposed to
Yeah.
Oh no! Did you guys see the article of the coal miners pushing the electric vehicle to the coal plant to charge it?
Wow, no.
Hey, they made the bottoms of these cars plastic, so you can't even hook a tow chain to it. They had to push it to the coal plant to charge it. Can you imagine what would happen to people in the winter in places like Utah or Idaho?
Oh, yeah.
To be all that plastic, they are so freaking heavy too.
And you know what really sucks too is it takes about 45 minutes to get a charge out of, like if you're sitting there at a charging station, you know.
45
So-
minutes, my butt. It's 3 hours.
Really?
40 miles.
Wow, the guys here in town said that it takes, I was over there messing around, checking out the new stations they put in, and they were saying, no, it takes me about 45 minutes. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's on
Maybe
the
they
rapid.
charge it
That's on the rapid charge. It's
And
like
that's only
buying
like an 80
premium.
mile charge. That's only-
Yeah, well, they're around town, so they probably don't care, you know.
And nobody which buyer of these vehicles is going to tell you they got stuffed and they really don't like it? No one's
Well,
going to cop.
if we're having the blackouts, you ain't going to be charging. They were already saying on the news, nobody that has electric cars, don't go and charge them because we're about to have blackouts right now.
What's that? 4
Yeah.
hours? Is that a full charge on the rapid
Yeah.
charge, Steve?
4 hours. Yeah, hell.
Yeah.
Fighter,
Quick charge. Yeah, that's what you just said. Quick charge. Yeah.
quick charge. Oh, 2 hours. Okay.
Hell
Maybe
says
they're already
California-
half full. I don't know.
Hell says California is so great they have to run commercials in Florida begging people to come back.
That's why we had Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean,
California, man.
I'm more worried about the waste, the the waste. They're going to have so many petrochemical
That's right. From the batteries.
and waste and
Oh,
obviously we're not going to get our lithium from or our
Electric
battery
bikes.
stuff from
Oh,
here.
my God.
yeah. That's
I don't
the
even
2 and
want
4 hour-
electric
that's the
bikes.
2 and 4 hour charging is the electric bikes.
Donna, nobody wants to try going across Canada. We could care less about Canada.
Yeah. No
It's
comment.
a fad. It's a fad. It's a trend. It's a fad. It's not going to work. It's their magic Band-Aid for their Green New Deal. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what, I'll buy an electric vehicle when you borrow me $230,000 so I can run down and buy one.
Well, didn't you hear on one of our other shows that the legislation got chopped? When you get money back for buying an electric vehicle from the government,
Yeah,
if
you
you
get
buy a
70
motorcycle, it doesn't count.
You get a $7,500 tax
Not on a motorcycle.
incentive.
Not on a motorcycle.
Oh, I know. On an electric
Do you
car.
know how easy it's going to be for the police to pull over cars? They're going to push
Yeah,
a
they'll
button
shoot
and your car will
EMP.
just pull itself to the police station.
It'll
Right.
shoot EMP at you and shut you down.
Yeah. One or the other.
I mean, to be realistic, I don't want to get too far off the bunny trail, but it's a control mechanism. They don't want us to be mobilized. They want to stack us high and tight in these mega cities where you can walk or use your little electric scooter from the city, and they're going to tell you when you can use your power. I mean, this is coming. It's coming. This is the prison
Yeah, it's
planet.
already doing it in France. I was watching a deal a couple of days ago, and France, there's only a certain little triangle that it's all people, and the rest of France is very scarce on anybody.
Yeah,
There's a certain area.
with
It's a big
Tom,
country. There ain't a lot of people there.
I like
Yeah.
I like what was said earlier about automation in factories in a controlled environment. Sure, that's all great, fine and dandy, but we have a hard enough time. We have a hard
I
enough
wouldn't
time
doubt
with
it.
people.
Fire.
We have a hard enough time with people seeing us on motorcycles as is, and when they have a latte and they're watching a movie and the car's driving itself, who's really at the wheel? And that's not good.
Yeah, that's what I believe, Don.
As a fellow motorist, that's not good business.
Well,
Uh-oh, here it comes. Here comes the liberal. The liberal's coming out. Here it comes.
I just don't understand that how it's going to work to where there is no steering wheel in the car, or gas pedal for that matter, or brake pedal.
It's called software.
Your
It's going to
GPS.
have to work perfect, though.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
heard
only
about
thing.
that stuff, man.
Instead of gremlins on
Software.
the wings,
I
it's
thought
gonna
he
be
said
Garmin.
underwear.
Instead of gremlins on the wings of the plane, it's going to be Garmin on the hood of the car.
Dude, are you kidding me? Fucking Microsoft can't even get their operating system good enough to where you don't have to reboot it twice a day.
You ever seen
Now
somebody?
they're trying to throw software into a fucking vehicle where there are lives at stake. Give me a fucking break, man.
I know.
Hey, I've had GPS almost lead me into the lake.
Right.
So-
That's what I'm saying.
It's a proven
I'm not
thing
ready
that,
to trust it yet.
yeah, you can't totally trust that either. The GPS, man, it sucks.
Oh, it sucks big time, and I'm for it. If they can keep going, I say we get off the roads, and everybody flies.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Autonomous drones.
Beat George Jetson.
Yep.
Right now, they've got drones that they're trying to make as delivery drones.
Really, J-Man?
That's what- Yeah, and I think that would be kind of stupid. They'll get robbed or something. Somebody's liable to shoot it out of the air out here where I'm at, steal it.
Man,
You know,
come on. Amazon couldn't even get the drone thing to work right.
I know.
Well, that's
Now they're talking autonomous fucking vehicles. Give me a
Oh,
break. That ain't happening.
You guys want to really fall down the rabbit hole with autonomy? Look at the new AI robots that Honda's rolling out with. The Honda 750 Speed Date. You can just get yourself a girlfriend. You can program her any way you want. She knows how to complain.
She can drive for you.
Yeah, she can drive for you. She can just stick her forehead in with the guitar cable, clunk.
Yeah, plug in.
Wow.
Well, no, it'll probably be in the back of the neck, like the
Yeah, she's got a couple of ports.
But is it gonna
Regular blue
Stick them
film.
in.
is it gonna help? I mean, I get having the cameras and the sensors. That's kind of cool when you don't back over little Johnny in the driveway.
Yeah.
But when you're doing 85 and you're asleep,
Man, fuck that little bastard. He shouldn't have been in the way in the first fucking place. Watch him fucking dead.
yeah, I'm going to start an organization for drunks. So if they're going to do automated cars, I should be able to get as hammered as I can be.
Except you can't do it
I've
on
seen it
Twisted
there,
Tea.
Chicky, a bunch of
Oh
times.
no twisted teas. I'm off of twisted teas now.
What are we drinking?
Some Ripple.
He's up on Cripple Creek.
That's
Fuck is
Bacardi.
But
That's the
Bacardi-
Bacardi
He's got
back.
some Mad Dog 2020.
Really?
Bacardi. Yeah,
All right, player.
But
that shit's hot,
I
man.
recognize
just
you.
remembering my
I'm
what
a
else are
bourbon
they're trying to
guy.
automate everything. I mean, they can't even get the toilets right. You go in, you take a leak, it doesn't flush, and then you're in the middle of taking a leak, it flushes.
Yep.
I mean, they just can't get it right yet. It's not there. They should stop messing
Yeah,
around
but
with.
then they got these ones that have heated seats and they squirt water up your ass. And so you can get a good clean, you know.
Hey, let's not forget about the fucking when you got to do your hands to get water to come out. Half the time
Yeah.
that shit don't ever work.
There you go,
I know
gentlemen.
it. Oh, gentleman's
Right.
whiskey. Eh?
I don't think it's gonna. They're on their way there. They're not there yet. They're rushing it,
I
just
get
like
it,
the
but
Green
why
New
are
Deal.
why
They
are they
rushed
putting
the
that
Green
shit-
New Deal. It's not going to work right off the bat. We need to focus. I think that they need to start creating realistic ideas for power.
Dude, they're putting it out in production though.
Oh, it's out there. Like I said, I was in a car last night, scared the hell out of me because it was jerking around. I thought he was drunk driving. That's how
That's
it felt.
weird, man.
It was
Yeah.
bouncing me around. I'm like, is it? I thought he was doing it. And
Yeah.
then when I asked him, what the hell's going on, dude? Are you drunk? He's like, no, that's the autonomous vehicle driving, and it will get jerky. And I was surprised. It felt hokey as shit. Excuse the language.
Yeah, I can't wait to ride in a Tesla my buddy's bringing over. But anyway, that's the way my brother's Kia does. I mean, you'll be driving along and you take your hands off the steering wheel because if you don't, you can feel it doing that number with you. You know what I mean?
Man,
Yeah.
put that fucking cancer stick away, will you please? There's children watching, motherfucker.
Children watching our show.
There's bow-legged women watching, and we.
granddaughters are.
I ain't
Hey.
smoking, Dad.
Bow-legged women need loving too, motherfucker.
It's me.
Yeah,
Son of
they
a
do.
damn hand. I ain't hitting.
I'm a firm believer in that.
You know?
So,
I can't help it when I'm
um,
drinking. I smoke.
It's a nasty motherfucking habit, J-Man. And I don't condone it, children.
I don't
Yeah.
condone it either. And yes, it is a nasty habit.
I do. Smoke them if you got them. We're riding around with robots on the road. Hold on to your butts because soon it's going to be everything's automated. Self checkout is a ripoff. That comes down to automation
What's up,
too. It
Gio?
doesn't just end.
What's up,
It doesn't just
Gio?
end at cars. Okay, everything is automated.
Deal.
Social
Right,
credit is a thing.
Automated doors. Yeah,
It's
I've been smacked by a door or two.
look
Yeah.
one solar flare from the sun and all those cars are useless. One
Yep.
EMP pinch, one nuclear explosion.
Yeah,
You know.
EMP. That's what I said.
I think just about everything will be screwed up after anything like that.
Well,
They can't get the power plants right, and that's ancient technology.
Well, these electric cars are so fast right off the rip. They'll be getting away from cops. So that's the next thing they're
Okay,
going to do.
has-
They're
have-
going to have an EMP shootout and shut your car
You're
off.
not gonna get away from a fucking gas guzzling cop interceptor. Ain't no fucking way.
Well,
You're
bet
tripping.
I bet. Hold on.
I'd bet
A
on the
fully
Tesla.
charged
I would
on a-
bet
on
on
a
the Tesla
cloudy
either
day.
way.
a cloudy day, fully charged Tesla will catch us. But all you got to do is just turn the wheel towards the Tesla and it deteriorates as plastic all around you. Just they know Detroit steel, baby, with hot rods.
Yeah, like Process said earlier, the cops might have a fucking easy button. All right, motherfucker, I can't catch you. Bam!
Oh,
Car
you know
stop.
they're gonna have an easy
The
button.
car turns the fuck off.
Oh, it'll drive you right to the jail. Lock the doors, pump some gas through the air conditioning system. You're sleeping by the time you get into the Hooskow with the Chingaderas.
Yeah, they won't even have to pull their guns out in order
Oh.
to go and fucking
Guns,
check
they'll just have you ride the Lightning. It'll be under your seat, hooked to a coil to that big ass battery in
That's
the
a
back.
killer fucking album, by the way.
Yeah, well, I don't trust them. I ain't doing it. I want my wagon back. I'm gonna go get a mule and a horse. I'm tired of this garbage.
I hear you, man.
We've sacrificed
man.
so much liberty for comfort that it's ridiculous. This is all children's toys they're trying to pacify us with while they rape us with all. They're not letting go of the gas guzzlers. They're not letting go of the guns. They're not letting go of the fences around their houses. We
Nope.
are. And we're going to
Yep.
enjoy it because we're going to be a smarter image in our fucking seersucker suit. Oh, look at what I got, Bill. You got one in your driveway? I got one too. Look, you can charge right here at my house. It's trash. It's garbage. It's plastic. Anyone that's owned an RC car knows the shit's garbage.
Yep.
As you say that, new homes in my ex brother-in-law's neighborhood that are being built with plugs in there in the garage.
That's why he's your ex-brother-in-law.
Huh?
That's why he's your ex-brother-in-law.
Well, it's a long story, but yeah.
They'd still be together if he didn't believe in that damn charging system. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's way out of my lane.
Yeah.
But
that's another story for another time.
Yeah, it's a joke.
When has that ever stopped you?
Automated vehicles is the topic. Automated vehicles is the topic. Killing motorcycles. Jamin made a good point before we came on about how the cars will see an overpass or an obstruction as another vehicle, lock up the brakes. You do that on certain roads, you're in the ditch.
Yeah.
Did people
black ice?
Did people forget that it's fun to drive? Did they forget that it's fun to drive?
These youngsters can't even drive a manual.
Well, when most people commute their whole drive, like 45 minutes to an hour to get to work, or some people even do 2 hours, commute time to get back and forth to work. That on a highway, a single lane for just those vehicles, I could see that.
Yeah, they're called the train.
True.
It's called a high-speed train, but you can't smoke a little wacky tobacco on the train, and you can't listen to what you want to listen to. So of course they're going to stick with the personal vehicle.
Hey, that never stopped me before. I used to smoke weed on the BART.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Allegedly. Fuck that! I did it.
I did it.
The train never gives a shit what you got.
But
I'll say that much. Allegedly,
limitations on that
may or may not have done anything.
Any of you guys that are smart and have your computer open, fire up and see if there's been a documentary done about taking an electric vehicle across the country. Sure, they're going to take one route. I'm sure there's one route they'll give you. They're like, Route 66 is the new cyber highway. But is there a true, like, let's say from Seattle, Washington to New York, let's see if they have that top half of the country, not just one cyber highway where they've allotted charging systems to make it look like it.
Insert Donna's comment from Canada. From Seattle, just go into Canada and go across Canada. You'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that work in South America? How's that work in Africa? How about Australia Outback? Are they up to, I want to drive Australia. Can I take my Tesla?
I'm going to be a dumbass American. Does Africa even have cars?
They got little pickups.
Yeah, you just have to harness up the buffalo to the front of it before
Yeah,
you
the
take
oxen.
off.
Water buffalo.
Hey, the ultimate Green New Deal. Get a cow, get a car, get an ox.
No, you can't get a cow. They fart and they're tearing up.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, they're making the atmosphere thing.
55.
Is that what it's called?
No. Rob said, guess what song he's listening to? I can't drive 55.
I'm just okay. So here, if Elon Musk is listening,
Total Africa.
Yeah, here. If Elon Musk is listening, could you design the Tesla cow, please? Make a meat distribution center that doesn't produce methane. We're living in a dystopian dream.
They are. It's crazy. George Carlin said it best. All this fucking tree-hugging bullshit. You really think our planet gives a fuck? It's been around way before us. It'll be around way after us. And all this, man.
Yeah, even if people are alive or not, this planet will probably be here for a lot more longer than civilization will be, especially these days.
But every generation, they come up with a new thing to sell it to you. Oh, we're the end of the world. If you ask somebody in the 60s, was going to end in 1999.
Yep.
So
2012, they thought was going to be.
Is there any documentary? Is there any documentary about an electric vehicle or an autonomous vehicle traveling across the United States?
I don't know. Let me look.
I doubt it. because they wouldn't want to show what would happen. They wouldn't want to show you in a town where you're getting pushed to the next coal mine to get the power.
Yeah.
Where do these people think their cars are getting the juice from to plug in?
Oh,
Do they-
self-driving car completes cross-country trip in 9 days.
In 9 days to go cross country, I'd rather ride my motorcycle.
I know. And how many stops did he have to do? Like 50 of them?
From Frisco to New York, of course. Go figure.
Yeah, I'd like to know how many stops they had to make and how many unintentional hours were just sitting there charging.
The team
Exactly.
modified Audi Q4 SUV.
I brought up 4 different ones. Driving an electric car cross country, November 16th.
Are they all taking the same route?
He's in a snowstorm. I don't know. That's the car.
I think this is a gas car though.
Is it a
God,
hybrid?
that's ugly.
Looks like a Versa or something.
It looks like a play school.
I know. It looks like one of them play school fucking cars.
Hey, so are they hybrids though, guys? Is it a combination of fuel and electricity?
I think that one was, yes.
Anyway, I don't see it as a viable solution. I don't think they're up to where they need to be on their autonomous driving. I hope they get it right someday, but I wouldn't put my family's life at risk with trusting it 100%. or the family that I abducted from Sears.
Chomp,
Yeah,
chomp,
I'm
chomp.
not trusting my family behind the wheel or behind the.
A 14-year-old girl. Oh, hey, Dad, me and my girlfriends are going to Breckenridge. We're going to go snowboarding. Okay, honey, take the nice, good, clean car. It'll be cheaper. All right. Hey, where are you at? We're at the Donner Pass.
Yeah.
We
And we're
don't
eating
stop,
each
Dad.
We're eating
Honey,
each other.
We're
We've been
broke
out here
down,
2
man.
weeks already.
We're
Honey,
about
turn-
to eat everybody.
Just turn on the heater. Well, we can't, Dad. The battery's dead.
Yeah.
Well, do you know how to make an igloo?
Yeah. And how many years do they think those batteries are going to live? Because basically, the batteries I've been getting, just regular car battery, it's not a good battery like they got, but it lasts about 5 years. I don't know what the time is on one of them lithium batteries.
I'm in
One of
the,
them.
I'm in the recycling car business, and the Honda batteries seem to last the longest, and they're like 9 years.
And that's
Really?
a regular
And
car
it-
battery or an electric car?
That's
No,
the lithium,
lithium.
that's the lithium hybrid battery. Is
Okay.
Does that mean you have to spend like $4,000 to get another one when that goes out, or you gotta junk the car or something?
Dude, the Chevy Volt, I think it was the Chevy Volt. It's cheaper to buy a new car, the same
That's what I
car,
was-
than to
that's what
buy
I'd
the
heard.
battery to replace it.
They don't want you to have a classic. They do not want us to have
No.
culture. They don't want us to have a tradition. How are
They're
you going to
trying
pass on the
change
car?
history, man.
Hey,
They're trying
hey,
to
you
change
guys were
history.
talking about Cadillacs and like Lincolns and beautiful cars. Like I love
Pretty
my
whiskey.
muscle cars. I love my 70s trucks that are gas guzzling machines. I can hand that down to my
Yeah,
son.
I
You're
believe
not
it.
going to give him a
Hellfire.
Volt. Hey, you got me and your mom made out in the back of this Volt, son. This is from 2010. Here, check out this baby.
Can you imagine trying to make out in the back of a Volt and get fucking electrocuted?
To each their own.
Are you drinking, Rob?
I don't
I'm
know.
just-
The
you
sky
guys-
is gray and the leaves are brown.
The,
I don't know about that, but I'm freaking stoned.
I'm definitely trying to stay on topic with the automated
You're doing a
driving.
better job than we are.
But when it comes to it, talking about the autonomous vehicles, you have to bring up electric vehicles because that's where you're going to find this technology.
Well, GM's Origin vehicle is a subway like vehicle. Again, with no steering wheel. All the people have to buckle up when they get in it to for it to move. So yeah, it's like a hybrid.
Does it have a parachute and an ejection seat?
It didn't say.
What's the safety device on that piece of crap.
Hey.
It's probably a Ford, right?
Hey, I got a perfect example of the failure. Hey, Randy, do you guys have your guys' new electric train down the coast of California yet?
Nope.
How much
That's a
money
failure.
was spent on
Billions.
that project that went
Billions.
nowhere?
They're still working on it, but
He'll
it
tell you
just
about it.
looks like it's standing still, man. You know what I mean? Basically,
Billions of tax dollars.
billions of
And
dollars.
I
Yeah.
think what they said is they got like what, a mile, maybe like 5 miles out of LA.
No,
with
here's
it.
what they've done. This is why it never looks like it's getting anything done, because they've got about 20 different places all up and down California that they're doing small pieces. And sooner or later, they're all supposed to hook together. And if that happens, we'll be damn lucky
Yeah,
with our screwy guys around here.
by that time, we're all going to be teleporting.
I'm telling you, we won't need a damn train. And I don't even know how they're going to, I've not heard anything about who's building the train and where's the train and how much money is the train itself. Because all I've seen is tracks
Is
being
it
laid.
autonomous too? The train? I mean, will it?
It
It's all on its
it's
own.
on it's on magnets, man. It's just gonna be like no drag. Just push it. It'll just
It's a
when
bullet
it's up.
train. It's
Yeah, it's a
supposedly
bullet.
a bullet train ran off magnets.
Yep.
And supposedly they started in what, like 1998, 1999? And
I don't know, dude.
that's a great idea. Good idea. Super duper. Great idea.
Okay,
They're nowhere
leave it
with
to
it.
Donna. Leave it to fucking Donna.
What's
Only if
happening?
the woman was a major squirter,
Squirter.
folks, would you have to worry about getting electrocuted, making out in the car?
It's okay. Hey,
I'm not against squirters.
it's okay, Donnie.
Yeah,
He has
no.
a bib.
Yeah.
Right?
It's okay.
It's like Cheech and Chong, man. Got one leg on my shoulder, got the other
Yeah.
leg on my shoulder.
There's not much to say about the autonomous vehicles besides they're going to get more people hurt. As our economy goes the way the dodo, we're going to see a lot more of them being stranded or stuck in the middle of traffic, making more hazards, blocking more transport. It's going to be an epic fail. It's because they rolled it out too quick.
That's another thing. I would like to see some studies on these cars in traffic like that. You know, do they shut themselves off? Do they leave? Do they stay running and use AC and so forth? Heat.
It seems like the only place we get a lot of these studies and information from are from blue states.
Yep. What does that tell you? All information isn't always true information.
But they did change the label on food now. Now it is bioengineered.
And you can't have a plastic straw in California, so life is good.
Right, yeah, you got paper straws out there, don't you, Randy?
Yeah, we still got plastic, but they're supposed to switch that stuff. It ain't happened yet.
Automated vehicles, I felt sketched out. It felt sketchy to me. It felt like I was riding with a drunk driver.
Your fucking state is burning to the ground, but hey, let's not use a gas car.
They want us to get trapped over here so we can't even escape. Crazy stuff, man.
Well, we'll send
Every
in
year,
Snake Plissken.
For 3 years in a row, it's been burning every up and down the state, and it's doing it again right now. We've got so many fires.
That's God condemning that fucking state because of all the.
It's Sodom, man. It's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Coming from the guy from the religious state.
Yeah,
it's God chastising
with five women.
He knows.
Hey, Rob said it all right here.
I'm buying some land over there so I can get 5 wives.
Drive me.
I agree with Rob on that.
I agree 100% with that.
We have a vodka called Five Wives Vodka.
Oh shit!
You know why he's doing that, Stubbs? Because he saw what you did with the squirter in the car.
Yeah.
Really.
God can't see through electric
Yeah, we
vehicles.
got reusable straws too. Yeah,
We have
Donna
to.
was
Of
saying.
course you do, because Canada is run by a fucking communist, just like California
There
is.
you go again,
Yeah,
man.
man. You know it.
I'll continue to go there. I don't give a fuck.
All right, then.
I can't deny it.
That's
This
Yeah.
this frickin' state
You
sucks
know
pigeons.
that's fucking water. That's gotta be fucking water.
It's a watered down whiskey, man.
We'll go there and we'll keep our
Straight
wood
out of the
stoves
distillery.
and
Fucking
burn plastic
vodka,
in our
man.
wood stoves.
It's gone now. Whatever.
man.
it was.
Bacardi, baby. Bacardi.
Really, J-Man. Really?
Yeah, really. You went there, so I'm there.
God, you and your fucking cancer stick.
Hey, man, you didn't let me finish it, so, you know. Fuck off.
Yeah.
We have
Hey.
standards around here, motherfucker.
My phone is telling me that it's time for me to take it for a walk.
My phone is not the only one then that tells you, hey, it's fucking time to get off because it's hot.
I'm gonna climb off of here and let you guys wrestle with the remaining
Hey,
automation
thanks for
detail.
coming in,
What are we
process, man. We're
It's
You're
such a
talking
big
to
topic.
somebody that's 110 right here.
It's a really difficult topic to cover. There's so many angles just to get to the
Yeah.
automation point.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to this Michael Brooks guy and see if maybe we can have another show. You know, not soon, but you know, down the road.
That would be nice. I would like to get more information. I'm going to go check out some of those documentaries. Maybe I'll just rent one and see if I can do it. Rent an electric vehicle and drive it from one side of the U.S. to the other side and see what happens.
Well, evidently you could do it in 9 days.
As a simple man with no education, I'm sure they would love
Well,
my endorsement for their
I
super smart
guarantee you-
vehicle.
You're going to have a route where you know where to get somewhere to plug in and all that every time you're needing it.
I
Now,
would assume you'd be okay if you went 40 all the way across.
I can't drive 40.
That's all desert right now. Would be
So
about
look, here's my question.
120.
If I use the USB charger in the phone to plug in my cooler that's holding the beer and the phone and my camera systems and my GoPros, do you think that cut down on my wind drag outside the car, get a few less miles?
I would
There's
say,
a question
I
for
would
you.
say yes.
Look, I'm gonna bail out.
Hey, brother, thanks for being here, man.
I'm gonna take my midday Bacardi nap now.
You behave yourself and you
Good
stay in
talking to
touch.
you.
Here.
I will. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna go harass your guys' guests. Peace. Thanks for having me
Peace
on.
out,
All right, brother.
process.
Peace
Later,
and
brother.
love.
Peace out, man.
Yeah, you're right.
He makes some really good points, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It is
I
not
would
ready for
pilot-
prime time. It's just not.
well,
But they're
they're
fucking putting it out there and not giving a shit about lives that are being lost.
Right.
well, it's
Well-
about money. It's about money. If you look at it
Yeah.
on paper, it's all about numbers and money. They don't care about the deaths that are involved
Well,
because
that's
a few collateral damage pieces.
That's
and
just like
when you're
Big
making-
Pharma. They
when
put
you're
shit
making
out there and
billions-
you take it, and then a certain handful come and say, "Oh, I got cancer. Now we're going to sue you." But that's okay because they set aside $1 billion already to pay all those people, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
They don't care about the human aspect of it. They just don't.
Well, if you really watch everything that's electronic or anything these days, nothing actually works perfect. You know what I mean? Nothing.
Right?
Yeah,
Anything
everything
man-made,
glitches a little
anything
bit or
man-made
something.
is perfect. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
I
sure.
get that, Randy. But the point is, they're fucking with human lives doing this.
I know. Yeah, that's people dying right there. So
Right.
it's a different story. Yeah,
But
for
the
sure.
big fucking corporate America don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't.
They want that right there, man. That's it.
It's all about
Want
the
that money.
man.
I'm sure they
if-
put something in that fucking Walmart meatloaf your ass be buying.
If they can market, if they can market,
They probably do. I think it's probably got assholes and elbows. And some kind of lips and stuff and some gonads. And
Chicken feet.
there's all kinds of stuff in that shit.
Chicken feet, motherfucker. Chicken
There's
feet.
chicken feet ground up too. Some gonads.
Oh, look, our Canadian said Trump.
Money trumps people's lives.
Why does you?
Well, I know that's how corporate America feels, but I don't feel that way, and I'm sure us Americans as a whole don't feel that way. And
Yeah.
fuck cancer.
Bioengineering at its finest. No GMO. Well, that's food.
20 years ago, I didn't know what fucking gluten was.
Yeah. I had no idea what gluten
The
was
fuck?
20 years ago.
I know. We drink that stuff in just about everything.
I
You know,
drank right out the fucking hose. I didn't care where the hose came from.
It's,
You know what
I know everything had it.
I mean, gluten
Yeah.
is in everything. Yeah, everything you make, everything you fucking eat, everything you cook,
Chicken feet and hot dogs.
all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. Yeah, beaks and rat turds and. But I eat the
Well,
hell out of some hot dogs.
I'm
sorry.
hoping they don't have beaks and rat turds in it, but so be it. If it does, if I was drunk enough, I guess it don't matter.
You can't even buy a pack of the hot dogs for 99 cents anymore. They're like fucking a buck.
Hell,
You can't
I
buy
know
anything
that.
cheap anymore. I mean, you
Build
go,
back better.
you go to the store and spend $300 and you don't get half a cart, you know.
But you're
Yeah, like I just did yesterday. $2.50 and
back better.
got a few bags.
Randy, your state voted for this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, they can vote all they want. I don't mess with that voting with this fucking state. I ain't gonna waste my time. The only thing I would vote for is Trump, and if he's got the chance to come back, then I might go out there and actually vote.
It wouldn't matter. Your vote wouldn't fucking matter.
I know it never will because
Not
we're the
your
last state to be recognized anyway.
No, and it doesn't matter. It don't matter who's there. Your state's gonna vote fucking blue. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yep. It's because we
Looking
got
for a
this
gas daddy.
dumbass for a governor.
Come on, Shocker, come to Utah. I'll give you some gas, honey. I got a gas card.
Gas card. Yeah, there you go. She says mail it to her.
Yeah.
It only works in Utah. Sorry, babe.
Yeah, shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. And speaking of gas, oh my goodness, it's $3.64. I think we gave, and we had 20 cents off at the local store, so it was $3.44 a gallon.
You do realize that caddy, you need to put premium in that bitch, right?
Right.
I was talking about filling up the truck, not the car.
Oh,
The Cadillac came with a full tank of gas.
there you
Guess
go.
what? It ain't gonna be full much longer, and then you're gonna need to put gas in it. Make sure you put premium.
And no, if you read the owner's manual, it does not say you need to use 93 octane.
I didn't say 93. Use 91.
Yep. Mine
We don't
had to have
93
premium.
out here. 91 is the best we can do.
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't be fucking on the cheap all your life, J-Man. That's what lessons learned, bro.
Well, I found that if you're going to pay for a fucking luxury vehicle, get ready to pay because anything goes wrong, you're going to spend bucks, man. You're lucky, J-Man, because you have a junkyard right there with all your parts, man. You know, I mean, you're the exception to that rule. But myself, but I spent like a lot of these, boy, on mine.
I'm just
And
kidding.
then
J-Man did help a brother out.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah, it'll last a while. I had
No,
mine for about 10
seriously,
years.
man, for the caddy, please put premium in it. Don't put that cheap shit.
Yeah, and it'll run good, dude.
It's not good for the Cadillacs, bro. Okay, he's rolling his eye. All right, fuck you. Put the cheap shit in. See what happens.
Now, just look on the gas gauge.
I don't have
Cheapskate,
to put gas in
motherfucker.
it anyway.
Look on the gas gauge. If it says fill with premium only, there you go.
I'm gonna read.
That's
through the
only because
manual
it's got
again.
the right octane, you know.
I glanced through the owner's manual last night, but I didn't read it. So
You only got
I'll
one
look
eye.
at it and see
How
what it
hard?
says.
How much could you glance? And that one eye is half shut because you're fucking stoned all the time.
Fucking Chinese like me, man.
Yeah, you only got a half an eye.
Huh?
Exactly. J-Man, are you doing cocaine?
No.
Uh,
It's been-
if he is, he ain't sharing. That's for
it's,
sure.
it's probably been 12 to 15 years man, since I did any of that shit. Thank
I
you.
know. Been many years for me.
I got to where I couldn't afford it. And, you know, like you said, quit smoking, you save money. Well, I quit doing cocaine, I save a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that
smoking. Never mind. I fuck it. You're a
Yeah,
lost
so-
fucking cause, J-Man.
he might snap out of it sooner or later. He might have
By the
to.
time he quits, it's gonna be too fucking late for it to do anything.
All right, now let's not turn this
Well-
into
Yeah, hopefully it won't be.
Truth hurts. I
into
know.
an
Jay, I know.
intervention.
Yeah, maybe
Uh,
it needs to be. Maybe
hey.
next week I'll get a bunch of YouTubers on, come in, and we'll have an intervention with your ass.
Right. Hey, when I brought this up to you, Gray Star, or I'm sorry, Stubbs. Sorry. Yeah, he is officially Stubbs, guys. Anyway,
Get it right, motherfucker.
let me see if I can find it again. Because, dang nabbit, I never should have said anything.
I was looking through this thing and then I got high.
Yeah. Hey, you know, most of these accidents on these Teslas, they've been at night in the dark.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you, it's,
Yep.
the LED, they believe, has a lot to do with it. The LED taillights and the horizon thing that I was telling you about.
Have you seen film or tape, whatever you want to call it, from recordings from home cameras from people at night? You can't see shit.
Nah.
You can't.
It's funny too. Why do they buy the cheapest cameras in the world, black and white and all that, when they got killer ass cameras you could see, you know, everything with?
The point being is Tesla's going to a camera system. Cameras are just as bad.
Right, yeah.
At night, you're not going to be able to fucking tell what it is.
Well, they're supposed to be like an infrared. They're supposed to be able to see an infrared. That's what LiDAR is for, you know. LiDAR maps out the area, and it's an ongoing thing. As you're driving along, it's a 3D image that LiDAR puts out.
Yeah, but
that's
Ford's
what
doing
Ford,
that, right?
That's what the Ford vehicles are.
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not
be
doing that. Fuck that. Nope. Not. Is that,
There's that 4-letter word again.
yeah. Hey, Ford, you, man.
Well, I don't mean
Yeah, Ford.
I don't mean to bash Tesla or anything, because they're just at the head of the line, you know.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw a Tesla. The job my day job sent me down to Santa Ana when
I
I
think they're
first
an ugly
started
car.
for training. And one of the salesmen there had a Tesla, and it had a fucking screen in it. It looked like an iPad. It was about this big,
Yep, big.
like that wide, and it controlled everything.
Right.
And I swear to God, being a techie guy, I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
And the weirdest thing is, there's nothing on the dash. I was looking at this guy's. He's the cook at my little restaurant. I get the triple burgers at, and he's got one. And man, that I looked in there, and that sucker don't have nothing on the dash. And all you got is this big old screen, man. So when you hit the ignition, I don't know how he does that even, but maybe a button. It's probably keyless button, yeah. And so, but it don't have nothing, so it looks really weird to dash. And then, but if you turn it on, all the stuff pops up on the screen. You know.
Yep.
Looks like a computer screen, actually, about that big.
Yeah, it looks like just a giant iPad.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
Sauce. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Who's loving who? Oh, hey, there's lots of love around here.
There is. I do love J-Man.
Is
Bob
that
my
what
heart.
it
I
is? You
do.
showing love? Is that what it is?
You know I love you, brother.
Hey, Process says online bullying. You're hurting me. He ain't hurting me, man. I'm laughing my ass
Hey,
off at his ass.
remember the guidelines now, guys. The guidelines that we don't care about.
Hey, leave the guidelines to California. Y'all,
Oh God.
you and your
Oh,
fucking what do they call it?
shitty state. No.
That's why there's no moderators on this channel.
Yeah. What is there to moderate?
Yeah, we're all on here talking, right?
You guys
Yeah, we're
Prop
cussing. We
32s
don't care.
and all that shit. Fuck California, man.
Mm,
I wish to God you'd get the fuck out of there.
well, I'm thinking of it.
That's about all I do have on the autonomous vehicles that I was reading and watching and so forth. So my final thoughts happen to be don't get it.
That's right. Stay away from it, especially if
Stay
it don't
away-
have a
yeah,
steering
Stay
wheel,
away from the
because
autonomous
you might
driving.
kill you.
I mean, if you're gonna do an electric vehicle, fine, do one, but don't put it in autonomous mode because that shit, it's fucking killing people.
Right.
Well,
I
mean,
hear
get-
that they're
I get the
glitching
whole
too.
parallel parking thing. If that shit works, cool. But I'd love
Right.
to see statistics on that. How many vehicles it's fucking ran into trying to parallel park?
Right.
You
Bump.
know what I mean? Hey,
Got that right, Gio.
Geo, Illinois ain't all that brother, homeboy.
he knows that.
Yeah, we got beautiful weather if you like 115 in the summer.
Well,
Good in the winter though.
Randy's all excited because he got moderator status back over on.
Oh, I'm back to old moderator, man.
Ah,
I
He does a good
don't know
job.
how excited I am, but
He
it's
does
all
a good
good.
job. He
and
lets us-
J-Man
he
is
lets
still
us talk.
butthurt that he got kicked off and ain't been back.
I am not hurt, man.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
y'all. Well, it's been over an hour. I'm getting hungry, so it's dinner time for me out here. I'm gonna go have a triple burger.
There you go.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna go to Golden Corral.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
I have to drive 100 miles to get to the nearest one from here.
And I'm gonna
Bakersfield.
go in a gas guzzling motherfucking Durango.
Oh man, we're
Well,
over here trying to
right.
meter this shit.
What's that?
Why don't you ride the bike?
'Cause it's
Phew.
fucking hot outside.
It's hot.
Oh, that's right. It's 104 there. I forgot.
Yeah, fuck that. If it was,
That's
Yeah.
my
hey,
sentiments
what's up, River?
exactly.
Don't catch on fire, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Right
being
on,
Thanks
Shocker.
for coming, honey. With that, we're gonna say goodnight. Peace out till next
Good night, everybody. Take it easy and have a good one.
week.
What I get? I got kicked off
Peace.
for being liberal. That's what I got kicked off for. Thanks, Gio. I appreciate it.